Hi, welcome to this week's edition of City Beat. I'm your host, Ge Gong. Today we have a great show lineup for you, and here are the top stories. First up, American artist Ellen Zweig's exhibit challenges many of the Western stereotypes of China. Modern life meets traditional methods. Lifestyle Beat discovers the secrets to inner beauty at an Asian-inspired spa. And we'll get to know our skin a little better when City Beat talks to a skincare expert. All this and more coming up. American artist Ellen Zweig has been fascinated by China ever since she was little. And now at DDM Warehouse, her video art installation explores her travels. Let's see how she hopes her work will break down the Western stereotypes about China.
The first thing you notice about the art space at the DDM Warehouse on the North Bund are 3 large screens. They're part of the most recent video series by Ellen Zweig, a renowned media artist from New York. Since the 1970s, her art creations have included performance, audio, video, and installation art. Her latest work is entitled Heap. It's a compilation of images she created about China.
I did a lot of reading about China, and I thought there are many, many people from the West, from Europe, from America, who have been interested in China through history. There's Marco Polo, there's Pearl Buck, and I thought, okay, I'm going to make a little video about each one of these people. So the short videos of Heap, each one is about a person, a Western person, who's had some kind of relationship to China.
In 2000 and 2005, Ellen came over to China and worked on documentaries for over 10 weeks. She shot lots of things she did not understand but was interested in. This series is about stone images in her mind.
And when I was in Yangzhou in a market, I saw this table full of white bowls filled with water, in each bowl a beautiful rock. And I thought that was amazing.
This man is one of Ellen's friends. He loved stones when he was a child, but his family didn't allow him to bring dirty stones home. That's why he's hiding it in his mouth. The final works are in fact a combination of the real and the imagined.
My purpose in that is a kind of confusion, actually, that you don't always know which thing is in China and which thing is imaginary China.
Heap is not only images that happened in China, but also the accumulation of Chinese impressions everywhere. This work chronicles a Westerner's experience of learning Chinese culture.
The Peking Opera part of this installation was shot in a Chinese garden in New York City, but you don't know that. But there's this American man, and he's learning Chinese opera. He's not very good at it because he's learning it for the first time, but he's okay. He can sing a little bit. It's kind of funny. And then sometimes you see an image that actually comes from China. That's very much that juxtaposition. It's that confusion. In the West, we've had many fantasies of China. We've invented China over and over again. And then sometimes a little bit of the reality seeps through.
Regardless of what's true, Ellen realized, whatever she made, she would always remain an outsider. She compares her art of showing these Chinese images as bringing rice to China.
I thought, what would it be like to bring some of these images to China? What would people think? They don't really need them because they see these images every day.
你说他能跟多少中国人沟通这件事情，我觉得那是一个很难回答的事情。观众看影像总是要看故事，其实他又没有故事，也许他有故事，你很难找到这个故事，你明白吗？所以说这种沟通本身它有很大的一种局限性。但是呢，对他来说重要的是他要完成他的这个旅程，对中国文化的一种探索。
It's a very artistic, symbolic meaning, and could be like could be taken as anything. Maybe as more like philosophical, like issue of the modern China, and like bringing something of the essence of China like back to China itself.
Maybe I'm saying something that can communicate what a Westerner sees in China. And maybe that could start a dialogue.
Concise, abstract, and individual, video installations are art forms that have been developing since the 1960s in the West. It's still relatively new to China and has been slow to gain in popularity. In Ellen's case, it opens a dialogue about cross-cultural understandings as the images made from a Western perspective reach the real China.